Man, I
Look at
forgot.
him dance. Our fourth co-host, Imperfect Cell.
Have you guys ever wondered what it's like to fuck Orbeez?
No.
Why would you start it up? Why?
Maybe it's just me.
Thanks for self-reporting.
I know what you are.
Welcome to the podcast. Well, I like the new logo, by the way.
Thanks.
This is a good
You did a
logo.
good job on it.
Well, welcome to the program Advance Podcast. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in or watching on the VOD on YouTube. I am your conductor Double, joined by three of my very best friends, Yukki.
Hello. I forgot. I'm not on voice activity right now.
Good job. And Shorah.
Whoa.
There we go.
And dancing Imperfect Cell.
Damn, look at him fucking go.
Look at him go. We need to get now that Raiden's in Fortnite, we need to get dancing Raiden.
God, you're really gonna make me go fucking unlock Raiden for that, huh?
I mean, if you won't, I will.
Do you even play?
Sometimes.
Fucking 1v1 me in Fortnite, bitch.
You wouldn't want that. I'm actually really cracked at the game. Not gonna lie.
Oh.
You can ask Locke or Ross or I've even played with Alta sometimes, and let me tell you, my sniping skills are impeccable. Impeccable is
Impeccable.
impeccable.
My skills are impeccable.
My southern came out for a little bit. I'm sorry. Anyways, welcome to the beginning of the Axess podcast. So right off the bat, right, with season 2 of NT Warrior, we see like a huge jump in quality. I don't know about y'all, but the intro was a bit better. Everything's a little bit more
much better than both versions of the fucking previous series. The
yeah.
Japanese intro is bad. The
Fuck
English
you.
intro is worse. This one's good.
Okay. I thought you were talking about Axess, and I almost had
No,
to
I'm
throw
talking about
hands.
original NT Warrior.
Okay, good.
Original NT Warrior
I'm
doesn't
fine
have a
with
good
that
intro at all.
slander. I'm fine
Yeah.
with that slander.
This one's good.
The artwork is a lot more clean. It's like the lining is much more neater, and the animation's a little bit
Well, they
smoother.
have a bit more of a budget.
Bit more of a budget. We still
Not
see
just 2 pieces of
some.
gum and a toothpick.
We still see some pretty shitty like 3D CGI, but I mean, that's to be expected for this time period, unfortunately.
They're
Yeah.
at least trying to stylize it more, and I'm okay with that.
Right? Yeah, because Axess released in when? I'm looking it up right now.
2003?
Wow, yeah, it
34?
started. Well, it aired in Japan in 2003 and aired in America in 2005.
Okay.
So we're still in that like weird era where things were starting to become a little bit more HD, and animation studios were starting to get better budgets. So yeah, I guess we'll just dive right into it, because the cool thing is these first 4 episodes, arguably a little not so much with episode 2 in my opinion, but with these first 4 episodes we have things happening. It's not just Lan and the gang go meet up with Masa at like a destination and then they solve a problem. There's actually things kind of happening. Still not peak yet, but you know, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Our first episode is simply titled Cross Fusion.
Shorah, what is a cross fusion?
I don't know, that shit didn't show up in the games.
Yeah.
But I know what a full synchro is, because that's a concept that actually showed up in the games and the manga that has the same fucking effect, fusion between NetOp and NetNavi.
Well,
They
now
brought it back just for the dub. That term, it's only on the dub.
I yeah, but in the games, Lan never like fused with Mega Man in the real world. That was not a thing that happened.
Well, not in the
No, but
real
that was an
world, but
entire arc of the manga, and then they basically extrapolated from the full sync mechanic in. I believe it's introduced in fucking Battle Network 3, right?
yeah, at the end
Where
of
if you
3.
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
if you counter an enemy at the exact right time, you go into like full sync mode, and you get a boost to basically everything, but you lose it the minute you take any form of damage.
So episode 1 starts off, and I wrote in my notes. Let me read them for you. Already, I can tell this is going to be a better season. Good intro music, animation isn't ass, and then I put the CG looks well. It still looks like shit. And also the fire explosions, they're real bad.
Stinky.
Actually, they're bad.
They're just CGI explosions each time.
Yeah. But the episode opens up with Mega Man dueling 2 new blowjob brothers that replaced Magnet Man.
They are
I
known
guess.
as the Sledgehammer Brothers, apparently.
Oh man. Oh
And they're red
Yeah.
and green.
This is their only appearance.
This is their only appearance. We're never going to see him again. We do get to see peeled Mega Man again, though. He popped up as a person in the crowd saying, "I don't think Mega Man can beat these 2 guys."
Good old generic NetNavi.
Mm-hmm. But now, for clarification, we said this when we were getting ready, but you 2 watched the sub
Yes.
while I watched the dub. Because I downloaded this from YouTube, my playlist when it was available, and the dub had every episode except the Japanese only episodes, and also except episode 1. For some reason, it didn't have
lost
episode.
it.
I must have.
Oh
So
no,
I had to-
that's not on you. Like Capcom actually lost the dub episode 1. That's why when they were first
Oh,
airing
that's-
this for the collection, they aired the subbed version of the Japanese one and then went
That-
straight back to English after episode 2.
Oh, that's funny, actually. Wow, so you're telling me the dubbed version of Axess episode 1 is lost media?
Well, the VHS recording is like somewhere out there, but
Right, yeah.
good quality, yeah, it's just fucking gone.
That's wild. So I watched episode 1, obviously subbed, but moving forward with episode 2 onward, I'll be watching the dub up until I got to swap back to the sub for the JP only episodes.
Yep,
And the
all
next
way up
season
to
is
episode 30.
Yeah, and the next season when we get to it is strictly sub because no dub exists. They didn't do a dub.
It doesn't exist. It's gone. It's dead.
It's dead.
They said, God, the way this season fucking ends and with how it just goes, yeah, no, we're just not gonna make it anymore. It's really funny. I can't wait till we get there.
Okay. So I noticed one thing in this episode. I put, because I was watching the sub, I said, "Oh my god, it's so nice to see a sharp sword," right? Because Lan uses the sword chip, and the sword is sharp. However, immediately in the next episode, when they use the sword next time, the dub still uses the like dildo bat. So, great. But anyways, so we do see some variety in chips. So Mega Man uses the sword and then follows that up with Yo-Yo. I need to stress that in season 1, Lan had like 5 or 6 battle chips, right? He had sword, wide sword, long sword,
the bombs, a stolen
mini
Meteor
bombs.
9.
He had spreader and LX sword. That's it. That's all he used the entire season 1. So seeing Lan immediately pop off with sword and then Yo-Yo, something we've never seen before, is pretty good. It's pretty good. And then you're keeping a track of all the chips that they have in their chip folders, right? Yukki?
Yep. So at the end of each little session that we do, I will list off every chip that Lan and company use. It's going to be
God.
absolutely horrendous when we get to stream and there is 10 main characters.
Ooh. Well,
This-
you're gonna be suffering.
I'm gonna
That
fucking
sounds awful.
die.
So we also get our first look at the new PET design. So instead of using the
The plug-in PET.
yeah, instead of using the Lush 2 PET or whatever the fuck that they were using, they have now swapped to this like flip top razor phone PET.
I had
Which is
one of
pretty
those
good.
as a kid.
I had a
Mine
razor
just
blade,
came in
yeah.
today. It's pretty fucking
Oh, you're
cool.
talking about the actual PET. I never had the PET.
Yeah.
You should buy and send me one, Yukki. That'd be cool.
You're in Japan. Buy one yourself. It's cheap.
I'm pretty sure Double, if you go to a fucking like Ami or a Mandarake or fucking something, you can find one.
Yeah, but I don't live near Akihabara. Come on. It's like a 3-hour train ride. I'm not doing that.
Okay, and there's
And
more than
I have to
fucking
pay
like
shipping
one
for
of
this
those stores
shit.
in all of
Get to it.
Japan.
I don't have a job yet. I'm gonna go treasure hunting once I get a job because I would like to I live near a like game / model kit store that sell all sort of Gundam stuff. I haven't seen any Mega Man stuff, but Mega Man is kind of old at this point that I don't know if they would stock it. I'd probably have to go to like a hobby store of some kind.
One of these days, I'm going to call upon you. Take a trip out to a Jungle SCS store, and I'm gonna make you buy so much Kamen Rider stuff.
I live near the Kamen Rider Museum.
Okay, but that
Well, do they
shit's
sell toys, though?
overpriced.
Well, it is overpriced, yeah.
That's the museum, which is cool as fuck, and I want to go there someday. But you're not gonna be like, hey, the belts you're gonna get from there are probably not actually the DXs. They're the new Legend Rider series, which are less good versions of the DXs. I should note, I have the fucking Kuga one.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, if you go to a fucking Jungle store, I could be like, hey, bitch, there's SH Figuarts and stuff here.
So, looking at this place that you're talking about, I found it. There's a store in Osaka, which is a 45-minute
These
train
nuts!
ride. I will kill you, actually. And total trip time from my house to this location. Wait, what? I don't live near Hiroshima. What? Why is that? Doesn't make sense. Is 1 hour. It is a 1 hour train ride.
Honestly, that's still not bad. I've driven an hour.
It's not.
I've gone a fucking hour just to go to like a specific bookstore
Oh.
around here.
Trust me, believe me, I know. Okay, I used to drive like 2.5 to 3 hours just to go spend the day with a friend when I lived in the States. So, but anyways, we got off track. Yeah, we can talk about that later. But I need to go get a job first, which means I need to finish my schooling first, which will be like April. So we can talk more about it later.
The minute you get a job, I'm gonna start mocking you like fucking, oh, look at me, I'm Double. I have a hot Asian wife and a job.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay. So we see the new PET. It looks cool, it looks sick. I like it a lot. And then we cut to like the big screen in the middle of downtown that's advertising the PET, and guess who is promoting the product? It's Chod. Chod got them Raid Shadow Legends sponsorships.
I mean, yeah, his company made the PT.
Well, yeah, but I mean, to me, it's funny that the vice president and also the son of the president and also the world's best net battler is promoting the product that they made. Like, to me, that seems kind of funny. I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta jerk yourself off somehow.
It would be like if Nomura himself started appearing in commercials to promote Final Fantasy VII. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Okay, hold on. I need to.
Please buy Rebirth next month.
I need to
And that's
respond to
just
something
the
in
ad.
chat. I am not a libertarian guy with an Asian wife. I need to put that out
So
there.
sure, I got an idea for an edit.
I'll kill both of you. I will actually buy a plane ticket and
I mean,
swing
I've already
With
by.
what
made the edit
money?
twice.
What do you mean you've made the edit twice? When?
You don't watch Yu-Gi-Oh, so you don't know a character called Bastion Masawa. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
I don't,
One second, let
I
me
don't-
see if I can go find it. I don't think I have the file saved right now. I think Shibuya has it somewhere. Let's see. Libertarian.
don't Google them. Tired.
Where is it? It would have been around here then.
I'm tired already.
Ah, here we go. It kills me every fucking time I see it. God damn it. Yeah, here we go. Here's a picture of Double.
Alright,
delete that.
Save image.
No. No. That is-
Desktop. Now, let's just quickly put this on stream real quick.
I would like to announce my retirement from the program Advance Podcast. I am being bullied unfairly.
Dude,
I've done
proud of
nothing.
Bastion. He stopped appearing in GX to appear in fucking his podcast.
I hate this. This sucks so much.
Just turn the coat purple and fucking
No.
draw a fox head over Bastion.
All right, we're moving on. This sucks. So Chod's promoting his
Wait.
PET.
Do you still have the actual like Photoshop files? We can just take his podcast art and slap it in there.
I don't know. The last time I did this bit on the on Mill Mic, I had to like manually edit it, and it's kind of sucked. I don't save Photoshop files for these kinds of bits.
I'm spared. So, Chod promotes his PT. We cut to just kind of like an overview of the city. We see Rush. Rush is still in the world for some reason.
Yeah, he's chilling.
He's chilling. And then we make our way over to Scilab, or as I like to call it, Cuck Lab, because Dr. Hikari is a cuck.
God, I wish. I want to fuck his wife.
Dude, same. I make a bit about it because I think it's funny, like haha, penis sex joke, whatever. But I haven't done the comparison because I don't care enough. But I genuinely think that in Axess they made Land's mom like more hourglass shaped, if that makes sense. Because the animators are still the ones that do like the porn stuff on the side, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see plenty of that next season for the beach
Oh, great.
episode.
Well, we see it in
hit me.
we see it in this episode because later on when we get like into the cyber world, we literally get a pan shot that just puts Roll's ass front and center for no reason. But I'm jumping the gun a bit. Anyways, so we go to Scilab and we see that Dr. Hikari is working on a new thing where hang on, sorry. Where one of his like scientists is trying to merge with his net Navi and bring it into the real world via an area called a dimensional area. These are like little pocket dimensions or whatever where the cyber world can materialize in the real world. It's stupid. But they try to do so and it works, but it also starts eating away at the net operator. So he's like in severe pain. So they shut it down. And this is all activated via a special chip called a unison chip. Or a fusion chip, sorry.
Synchro chip.
Synchro chip, whatever. Same fucking thing.
Not affiliated with Full Synchro, I promise.
They have a whole rack of these chips. Like I need to stress, it's really weird that they are testing an experimental product, right? And they decided to produce like 20 chips.
Well, yeah, you
when
need
it's
to have a
still
lot for plot.
yeah, I guess. If you're to me, if I'm experimenting, I'm gonna make one thing and then make adjustments and then make another thing before I mass produce 20, because they say it's really expensive to produce this shit, right? So
The first one that got used immediately burnt out.
That dude's dead.
yeah, well,
We'll
no,
never see him again.
we'll never see him again.
No.
Um,
You
but
know what else is dead? Online services for the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U on April 8th.
wait, seriously?
Yeah, the online services for the 3DS and Wii U will be ended on April 8th. Those consoles are dead now.
Oops.
The only
Start
thing
buying
that they'll-
eShop
the only
cards,
thing that will
kiddos.
be the only things that will be useful from the Q&A, you'll still be able to like get online to download update data and stuff like that, and I guess you'll still be able to use Pokemon Bank and Poke Transporter, but that's it.
I love modern gaming. I love modern gaming where you don't own the products that you own, and if they, decide to take it down, they can. And then if you want to play those games, you either have to pirate or buy the more expensive version that they re-release 10 years in the future.
Buy the
Well,
Mega
that's
Man
why it's a
Battle
good
Network
thing that
Legacy
it's really
Collection
easy
today.
to hack your 3DS.
I don't have a 3DS, but if I did, I would hack my 3DS. I understand it's really easy to do.
Yeah, people say that, but they never tried out a Vita, which is even easier.
Oh yeah, no, I've got a hacked 3DS and a hacked Vita, and the Vita was the easiest fucking process in the world.
Okay, I'm basically like tech illiterate when it comes to things not computers. And even I had a hacked PSP at one point. Like that shit was really easy to
think
hack.
The most difficult thing to do with the Vita was because I didn't have like a card reader or something. I had to use the what was it? The fucking like not quite peer-to-peer thing to get files off the computer to the Vita, but even then that was pretty fucking easy.
The if I do get a 3DS, like the first game I would want to play would be Hotel Dusk. I love that game. It's one of my favorite games. I gotta get another code recollection. I hear that's pretty good. Anyways, I'm sorry, we got like super off track.
It's
So yeah, so they have the ability to create these dimensional areas in the real world, which will allow things from the net to come into the real world and cause damage as long as it's within dimensional space. So they're overlaying a digital reality over the real reality in a way. And I put in my notes, anyways, you can now spawn cyberspace twinks in the real world.
Oh god, I wish.
I know. So we cut to, they start canceling the experiment and start doing medical stuff or whatever. So we cut to see Chisao and Rush trying to get free drinks from the vending machine, which I'm all for. And then all of a sudden Scilab gets invaded by viruses because, of course, why wouldn't they, right?
Their security sucks.
Government agency can't handle fucking random cyber attacks. Anyways, so they get invaded by an army of Metar, and they're all saying "Meto, Meto, Meto, Meto" as they attack Scilab. It's actually really cute. I'm sure if that were happening in real life, it would be terrifying. But
It's fine. It builds character.
yeah, builds character. And then we get the first animation of something is attacking the science labs firewall. That's good.
Don't call him Germa.
It is Germa. Dude, that looks like Germa. I'm sorry.
My god.
It literally looks like Germa.
Oh, I know what I'm calling the episode.
Why is Germa at Scilab? So we get the first animation of the wireless PET transmission sequence, which is really cool. So Megaman and Roll jack in. You can't jack in with wireless PETs. So what do we call it?
Don't worry about it.
Because they're not jacking anything in.
No, it makes less sense in Japanese where it's plug in. They're not plugging in anything.
Yeah, that's stupid. So we get to see Roll's ass front and center for a few frames. And then Mega Man and Roll start trying to, smash up the viruses. Now, this is where we see some really cool advances in animation, right? Because in the previous season, whenever Mega Man spawned his Mega Buster or spawned his sword, it was like his arm would glow and then it would transform, and then you would just see the transformed thing, right?
Yeah.
But here we actually get to see his arm deform and reform into whatever the weapon is, which is really, really cool.
They're actually taking the time to do some proper fucking transformation animation and stuff, and it's really cool.
Right.
One good use for their CGI, so they could constantly keep on model.
Yeah, exactly. So we get to see that, and we also see new deletion animations, which are looking really good, really clean. It's CG, but it's good CG. But then oh, and I'm sorry, yeah, the entire time he's doing this, Lan is throwing in a ton of new chips that we did not see last season at all. He uses fucking I don't have a list, you do, but he's using all sorts of
Aqua Sword, and actually he's not using it as a sword. He's kind of swinging it around and using a wave of water that it spawns to attack the enemies instead, and that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. And then he gets attacked by Savage Man. Now I gotta say, so Savage Man loses this fight, right? But he doesn't lose the fight. He gets beat, but then he logs out. I need to stress, if you're a bad enough dude to hack into a government science facility and you lose to a 12-year-old,
losing to of all things, fucking Zeta Cannon, really? That program advance out of all things, Zeta Cannon, really?
Yeah. Now, I did put in my notes, I'm glad we see a program advance that's not Z-Saber and not whatever the other one he used last season was, which was what, Z Spreader or something like that?
Off the top of my head, it was Life Sword and fucking whatever the hell the 5 spreader was. Hyperburst, there we go.
Hyperburst. Life Sword and Hyperburst. So we did get to see a new program advance, episode 1. That's cool. And the transformation animation was cool. But yeah, it's Z Cannon. Dude, how are you gonna lose?
It's not even the right program advance for it, because it's Cannon, High Cannon, and Mega Cannon. It's 3 cannons.
No, you can activate cannons. You can activate program advance with Cannon A, B, C, D, E.
Yeah, but that's a different one though. Land used Cannon, High Cannon, and Mega Cannon.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't super paying attention. I watched all these episodes while I was working last night. So sorry, I gotta stretch. It's 10:30 in the morning. Oh, okay. So we cut to Shademan in his Fortress of Evil or whatever. And then he launches. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. So he has a orbital base. He's in a satellite in space. And he's able to pinpoint launch a series of missiles into Dintech City, specifically around a government facility, to spawn a dimensional area. He can spawn these emitters, and when they, all activate, they form a barrier around Scilab. No advanced civilization, especially in a civilization this advanced, right, where you've got wireless PETs that can basically control every bit of electronics in your life. No advanced civilization is going to allow an orbital station to land 4 fucking missiles in There's
Yeah,
no
don't worry
way.
about it.
No, I am
It's
worried
fine.
about
It's
it.
a secret.
No,
They don't
no,
know. They're not looking up. It's fine.
You're telling me the military is just sitting there and they're like, sir, we think maybe some missiles are heading towards Dintech City. And they're just like, nah.
I mean, well, yeah, this is Mega Man Battle Network, yeah.
So this is so dumb. So they form a dimensional area over Scilab, and Savage Man comes into the real world along with a whole bunch of viruses. The gang is like fucked, right? They don't know what to do. They're panicking, and then Lan realizes, oh, he can go activate that like cross fusion thing that Dad was working on. Thank you for posting the Metar image. Yeah, there we go. You see the Metars.
Dad told me not to do.
Yeah, you see these Metar like knocking on the glass window. Would you let them in? If they're cold, if you're cold, they're cold.
Look at those little Jehovah's.
Excuse me, sir. Would you like to hear the good word?
Have you heard the good word of our Lord and Savior, Shadow Man?
Don't let them in. Don't let them in.
Oh, I'd let him in. All right. That sounded way more sexual than I wanted it to. I'm sorry. That's
you
not.
you wanna reveal
yeah.
something else to the chat?
No, that was not intentional. Anyways, so they Land goes and activates cross fusion, and I gotta again, I've been like praising the animation. The cross fusion animation is fucking sick. It looks so good. The first time. They're gonna cross fusion every episode from now on. It's gonna wear out, but for now it looks real good. So Lan, battling as Mega Man in the real world, is fighting Savage Man, and Savage Man attempts to spear Mega Man with his claws, and Mega Man grabs those claws and snaps them like twigs. And again, you let a 12-year-old, how old is Lan? 14? Like, you let a middle schooler.
Like 11, 12, around there.
Yeah, somewhere around there. You let a middle schooler beat your ass at a thing that you're like, you're designed to do. That's gotta suck, dude. So Mega Man can't use battle chips because you have to load battle chips before you activate cross fusion. Otherwise, you can't activate cross fusion because you have no PET. Or I mean, you can't activate those battle chips. You have no PET, right?
Yeah, it's a neat little weakness.
It's a good weakness. I like it. So Mega Man just uses his Mega Buster, and Savage Man says, "That's not going to work on me. Oh God, my arm!" When the Mega Buster takes off his right arm. So he retreats.
Charge shots in a Mega Buster is just more powerful than the program Advance now.
Yeah, basically. Well, now, to be fair, if you like, isn't there a way to set up your custom nav to have like just bonkers Mega Buster damage?
Yeah, but
now
is,
there's
like,
also
10.
Buster Max.
Oh, Buster! Yeah, there we go. He just activated Buster Max.
Lan just activated fucking Buster Max. He's like, yeah, I've pumped in like 10 levels into this. Ah, fuck.
Are you good?
You good, dude?
Oh God,
he's dead.
He's dead. So yeah, that was episode 1, and I put at the end of my notes, okay, yeah, I'm feeling confident about this season. I hope that confidence isn't misplaced.
So about the bowling episode upcoming.
No, don't. Leave it as a nice little surprise for our viewers when we get there. Okay. So we jump into episode 2.
Yeah.
Hang on, sorry, I just got a work email.
Ah. So we jump into episode 2, and Lan is fucking dead.
Yeah, my man's exhausted after cross fusion because it does drain your stamina a lot. One sec. Let me get the image. It's a very good face Lan makes when he wakes up and goes downstairs. There we go. That brain has nothing in there.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh yeah, that's how I look when I wake up.
He wakes up at home. He's like, "Hey mom, where's Megaman? Oh, your father has him."
Like I'm using my Twitter thread for these screenshots, and I forgot it's just I'm cucking Lan's dad is just Lan's mom.
Great.
And then I put me too, and then you responded, "Oh yeah, spit roast."
I mean, look, the opportunity presented
Jesus.
itself, and I would.
Yeah, I would too, if I'm being real. Anyways, okay, so yeah, Lan like passed out from the cross fusion and got brought home, and Lan's mom is like, "Here, I made all this food for you because you did so good at virus busting or whatever." And Lan's dad took Megaman to the lab for evaluation. So he now again, I watched the dub, so I'm getting the dubbed lines, and the dub still does this thing where they have to fill time for
I
some
know what
reason.
scenes
Like,
you're talking about now. Yeah.
yeah, where like you see a transition scene and the voice actors have to say something, right? So when Lan like eats all the food and then rushes away, right? Lan's mom says, "Man, he'd eat the house if it weren't tied down." Um, and then we cut to Lan eating while rollerblading towards Scilab. Need to stress. Eat, yeah, that's a good face. I like that face. That's me. You're not supposed to eat while you're walking or riding a bicycle or anything in Japan. Like, I know this is something that people don't really think about, but the culture here is if you have food, you have to stop and sit down or stay in one spot while you eat. Anybody that's eating while moving is being unnecessarily rude, I guess, which fits with Lan's character because he's rushing and whatever.
Which is extra dumb when there are foods specifically designed for walking and eating because they're
Oh yeah,
foods.
oh yeah,
That's
like
weird.
onigiri. Okay, when I first
yeah,
moved to
cupcakes.
Japan,
Onigiri, takoyaki.
what
Also,
cupcakes?
isn't it like
Yeah,
isn't
cupcakes.
it an
Onigiri,
entirely
cupcakes.
different fucking isn't it an entirely different fucking thing if you're like in a festival where there's food booths and you kind of have to fucking stand, walk, and eat and all that?
Yeah, that's the only moment, and even then, Japanese people will like move off to the side and stand in one spot while they eat. They don't eat while they're trying to go through a crowd. So, yeah, when I first moved here years and years and years and years ago, I remember I got an onigiri from 7-Eleven, and I left the 7-Eleven and started walking towards my house and started trying to eat. And my wife was like, "You can't do that." And I remember going, "Why?" And she said, "Well, because you're not, sitting down or standing still. You can't eat while walking. It's rude." And I'm like, it's 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 handheld food. It's portable food. It's not on a plate. I don't need a fork and knife to eat it. What the fuck? But that's just the culture. Same thing with drinking, but not as bad, Like I've walked and drank before, and I've seen other people do it. It's just food for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, Lan's rushing to Scilab, and he's eating a chicken leg and broccoli. Is that broccoli that he's carrying as well?
I want to say
Um,
because I wouldn't say like how cartoons usually over exaggerate like carrots. It's like no,
right, yeah.
Lan's not a carrot guy.
Carrots are good for you. They're good for your eyesight. Should eat them. Eat your veggies, kids. Anyways, so we cut to Scilab, who has two new characters that we've never seen before, talking with Dr. Hikari about the attack on Scilab, and it turns out that this is the Net Police. And it consists of like an office lady and like a chubby, I don't
Yeah, the
know, like
chief.
police chief. Yeah, police chief type character. Think Chief Irons from Resident Evil 2. Yeah, kind of like that, except a lot less creepy. So Lan gets his PET back from Dr. Ikari. Dr. Ikari said, I cleaned up the database to help speed your PET up.
Which isn't in the Japanese version at all.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, you deleted his browsing history? Is that what you did? But as a result of what happened with cross fusion and the deletion of this database, Lan and Megaman can no longer style change.
Yeah, we gotta get ready for the hot new thing in like 2 episodes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited for that, baby. You know me. But yeah, so no more style change. And then Dr. Ikari theorizes why Megaman and Lan were able to use cross fusion. In the dub, they literally say the power of friendship. The power of friend. Dr. Ikari's like, I think the power of friendship is what allowed you to fuse with Megaman in cross fusion.
Yeah, the Japanese version just says, "Oh, it's because the bond between you and Mega Man caused it to stabilize and shit."
That's funny. So Lan had I forgot to mention this in episode 1, but the whole point of the attack on Scilab was so Shademan could steal the cross fusion chips, but he dropped 2, so there's only 2 cross fusion chips available, and Lan, sorry, Dr. Ikari gives Lan the chip to look at, but not to have. And then Lan realizes that he's got to go somewhere. I forget where. So he pockets the chip. And Dr. Ikari's like, haha, that Lan, he's always running away. Oh my god, he took a chip. Oh no, Lan, come back. So Lan has a cross fusion chip.
It's pretty convenient.
It's pretty convenient. Now the we jump cut over to Shademan and his Palace of Terror or whatever, and Savage Man is like groveling. I need to stress the dubbed voice lines for Shademan fucking suck. I do not like his voice actor. He's doing like this what if the Count was really stupid sounding type of voice. It sucks. But Savage Man's voice actor, well,
It's just fucking Dr. Claw.
it's just Dr. Claw.
It's
Yeah.
just straight up Dr. Claw.
It's just Dr. Claw, which is great.
Okay, there we go. Got it. Shademan's English voice actor, and why am I not fucking surprised? It is Scott McNeil.
Scott McNeil.
Alright,
Okay,
so for
I'm real
people
bit-
that don't know, for the original
Yeah.
Ruby Spheres Mega Man, he was Dr. Wily, he was Proto Man, and Eddie. In Mega Man Wish Upon a Star, he was B.
Okay, so he was an
In the
Ed boy.
anime, he was Gutsman, Cutman, the Cutman Brothers, Tora, Kingman. Oh my fucking god. In Mega Man NT Warrior Axess, he's Shade Man, Savage Man, and Gutsman. Shade Man in the dub is just talking to himself.
He's just talking to himself.
Great.
Do you think he was able to do it in one take where he jumps from Shade Man to Savage
Dude,
Man
that'd
voice?
be really fucking
If he's a
impressive.
good
Going
voice
from the
actor, then
count,
yeah.
going from the count to Dr. Claw, dude, that has to be that's just cool.
Okay, wait, I gotta try it. Wait, okay. He's like, you have failed me. Please, Doc, give me another chance. Oh god, that hurts.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Voices like that, you have to find an area where you can get the sound without fucking up your throat, because... okay.
Or at least
Fucking
put
some
like more
behind-
pauses in between.
Some stuff I have learned in the years. When you want to do voices and stuff, A, you gotta stay hydrated as fuck. B, there's doing the scratchy, gravelly voice well and doing it terribly. Because,
Yeah.
it all depends on where you're fucking getting it from your throat.
Yeah, that was like right in the like collarbone area of my throat that I just tried to do, and it
Yeah.
hurt. It hurt bad. I'm not
Back when I was
voice trained at all.
still doing like a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and I was DMing for everybody.
Mhm.
I had a bunch of NPCs that I would do different voices for, and one of the most noteworthy characters of my repertoire was Patricia, the bartender ugly stepsister character. Everyone loves her. She's terrible. She's great. Her voice doesn't fuck with me that badly because all of this sound is mostly up in like, it's not quite in my throat. It's it's where my like throat and my mouth connects, and it's a bit more nasally. But if I were to do like, hello, it's me, imperfect cell, that's digging down into my throat, and if I do that for too long, that's when my throat starts to bleed.
You got pretty good range, Shore. Have you
Yeah.
ever considered like doing voice acting? Like seriously?
I have been told to, but it's a lot of work getting into voice acting for not
For
quite
not
as
for not
much
yeah, not a lot of
payoff,
return. Yeah.
unfortunately. There was a period of time when Vine was active where I thought maybe I should fucking start a Vine, and maybe I should have. I could have been like Sung fucking Woon. Sung Woon. Fucking, I could have been voicing a character in Dungeon Meshi by now, but no.
Well, I like your voices. I think they're good. They add a lot.
Sometimes I
and
regret not double majoring as an artist and a theater major.
You should I don't know. Maybe I can pay you to give me some voice lessons cuz I don't know. All I have is my current voice and uh that's it. I can
A
do a
lot
goofy voice. Uh-huh.
there's not a huge amount that I can teach, unfortunately. A lot of it is just listening, learning, and playing around with what you can do. Like
Mm.
it's kind of studying accents and figuring out how they work, and then messing with like your vocal range and going like, all right, how low can I go? All right, how high can I go? Now what everything can I do in between those?
Mm. Fair enough. So crap, where were we? Hang on, let me get my notes. Okay, yeah. So
Land right now.
yeah, so Land and the gang go to like the mainframe for Dentech City, like the main computer area or whatever. And inside this main computer area, they like step into a room that is covered in screens. And so what they're going to do is do a digital flyby of Net City. So if you've ever been to like Disney, you know, like the Avatar Animal Kingdom ride or whatever, where you're sit in a seat and it like flies you through Pandora or whatever. That's kind of what they're doing here. Or if you're a different type of nerd, when Cloud and the gang go into Cosmo Canyon up into the planetarium and the planetarium disappears and shows you the universe. That's kind of what's going on.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in stores in a month.
Yeah. I got paid to say that. I don't know about you guys.
We're taking a cut, bitch.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
Cut
we
of
are.
what? Cut of
A
what?
cut of that sweet penny.
Yeah, that's
That
right.
delicious Square Enix penny.
We're gonna do the Tom and Jerry bit where we pull out a knife and divide the penny into 3 sections. So they're in they're in Net City, flying over it, and all of a sudden they see a giant black square, and then all the screens go out, and it turns out
I gotta point out one background character that is absolutely horrendous.
really.
Yes, so they're going while they're doing the flyby, they
Oh,
go over
yeah.
the stadium. So the animators decided, hey, what if we took Gutsman's body shape, make one of his fists bigger, and slap the normal Navi in the game head onto that body, and it's super cursed.
That's his Jorkin off arm. That's why it's so big.
And there's there's him punching a really bad CGI explosion.
When I said the explosions in this season are really bad, that's what I'm talking about. Like it looks like they had like 5 frames of an explosion and they just stretched it out to 15 frames. It's so
They're using
bad.
all the budget for the battleship CGI.
Yeah. Anyways. So yeah, the screens go out and they're like, "Oh no, this is bad." And then in Net City, we see a cyber UFO, and the cyber UFO uses tornado hold to start sucking up the entirety of Net City.
Damn it. All right, there we go.
So Lan realizes that he needs to like do something. And in the dub version, he talks to the tour guide and says, "I need permission to use battle chips." And the tour guide guy says, "No." And Lan says, "If you don't, Net City will die." And he goes, "Okay." Like he literally says it like that. He says, "Okay." And then he exits stage left to go like get permission to let him use battle chips.
Yeah,
It's
in the Japanese version, it is just, "Hey, can I use the battleships?" "Yeah, all right."
that's good. That's great. So Mega Man jacks in and he determines that he can get up on top of the UFO from the top of a building. Now, I would like to point out that I know it's digital world and also an anime and whatever, but you see Mega Man do like a double Mario front flip all the way from the top of a building up to the top of a UFO. It's kind of
he's got the
funny,
hops.
actually. He's got the hops. And he starts fighting an army of electric viruses. Mega Buster isn't quite cutting it, so Lan double downloads 2 sword chips and starts, Mega Man starts cutting through them. And then they realize, hey, we need to get inside the UFO because this just ain't cutting it. So they use panel out to allow Mega Man to teleport in.
I don't get how that's that's not how that chip works.
That's not even close to how that chip works. But
panel
To be
out.
fair, you can't
just,
use Yo-Yo to fucking like Indiana Jones fucking whip across a goddamn chasm.
Yeah, but that's
so.
cool though.
But okay, but that at least makes like some sense, right? Because you're throwing a physical object out on a string like a yo-yo. Obviously, it's not how the chip works, but it connects. It makes some sense. Panel out was used vertically like right there when in the games, and also I think the one time it popped up in season 1, it was a horizontal thing that literally just created impassable terrain. It was not an escape. So I don't know. This one confused me, but whatever. So he goes inside and he finds Savage Man again. And Savage Man's like, "I'm going to delete you, Mega Man." And in the dub, Mega Man says, "I hate to tell you, bud, but you're just going to get creamed again." And I wrote in my notes, okay, the voice actors are having more fun this time. Yeah, Mega Man is like beating Savage Man's ass. And so Shade Man activates his orbital cannon again and launches another dimensional area over where Lan and Mega Man is. And now I gotta ask, right? The first time I could understand it because you're attacking Scilab to get chips, but now you're just doing it everywhere Lan is.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
If you have that kind of pinpoint precision, like, why not drop a tactical nuke? Just drop a tactical nuke.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I don't know.
They don't have that technology.
But they have the technology to overlay the digital dimension over the real world?
Yeah, because that's more fun. A nuke isn't fun.
Okay. Okay.
It's Japan. They wouldn't want to throw a nuke. They went through... I'm not going to finish that.
Yeah, don't. That's bad. Don't do that. Okay, so a D area is launched over the thing, and viruses start invading the real world again. We see Rush recognize that there's viruses popping up, right? And he immediately snaps his fingers, creates a hole, and pieces the fuck out. Rush abandons his friends.
Yeah, he doesn't want to die. Fuck him.
Yeah, look at him. He's like, bye-bye. it's actually pretty
Dips.
funny. So Lan's like, okay, I'm gonna cross fusion. Mega Man's like, wait, stop, install battle chips first. And then we see a ton of chips just get loaded. We see Boomerang, we see
Guard, Gold Fist.
Metguard, Goldfist. We see a variety of chips, which I'm really happy about personally. So anyways, yeah, Savage Man loses like real bad. And like Mega Man uses Metguard first, then Gold Fist, then Boomerang, then some other shit. I forget what.
And here's the in-between frame of the CGI loading up one of the swords.
That looks cool. That looks so cool. That looks cool.
Honestly,
and
the CGI does pretty decently well at being like
Yeah.
semi-subtle at times, and for uses like this especially, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it a lot. So anyways, Lan saves the day. Savage Man gets deleted or logged out? Deleted,
Logged out.
right? Logged out. Okay.
Nah, he doesn't die yet.
And then Lan gets like some accolades from the police people and is recruited into the like net FBI or whatever. So 2 things. 1, I'm so glad we're done with the Commander Beef shit. Like, I cannot tell you how fucking tired I am of Masa and his Commander Beef shit. So I'm so glad. I don't want to know if it comes back. I'm glad we've moved on
No,
to
I'm
actual.
just seeing something on Twitter. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I'm just glad that we're seeing like actual people I could believe were police. You know what I mean? Not some fucking lunatic in a goddamn helmet. But Lan is also now a cop now, which is bad. A cab. So
it's fine. He gets a salary now to buy more chips.
Yeah. That's episode 2. We're doing it. Now, episode 3, so even though my episodes are all dubbed, I think the titles are fucked up for some reason because the title for this one is called Splash Splash Oh No the Toilet. I don't know what the actual title is supposed to be.
It's that same episode, but I think it's a different name in Japanese. Axess episode list. Alright, let's see what's it called in Japanese, because I think it's something close. That is a list of the antagonists. Where are the episodes? Oh no, well you just said it's a Japanese name, the dub name is Bubble Trouble.
Better name, I think.
Yeah, honestly.
So anyways, Lan and Mega Man are fighting because I guess all that, like, how should I put this? Even with people you really like, right? People you've known all your life, you're still going to get in arguments with them. It just happens, right? So Lan and Mega Man are arguing. Lan's like, Mega Man, why didn't you wake me up? Mega Man's like, I did wake you up. You went back to bed. Lan's like, well, I gotta go. I'm gonna be late. Lan gets lost. He's like, Mega Man, why didn't you correct me? Mega Man's like, Miss Mari told you the directions. Why are you not paying attention? Like, it is really on Lan for being kind of like a piece of shit. But they're bickering back and forth. So Lan makes his way to the waterworks. It's a waterworks episode. Woohoo.
Yeah, our second one.
So they're being given the tour by what is that kid's name?
Freud's dad. Wait,
Freud.
Tori's dad.
Tori's dad, Freud. They're given the tour by Freud, and Freud says, one small mistake at the waterworks could cause the city to flood. And then as soon as he finishes that sentence, instantly pipes start bursting and water starts, hitting the team.
Yeah,
but
the city is gonna flood. Don't look outside.
Yeah, don't look outside. So, by the way, I love that face. Miss Maria's face is good there.
Yeah, good, because my caption on Twitter is giving her twins.
Considering that the main plot here is that Bobbleman wants to flood every toilet in Dentech City. I don't want to know. I don't want to know how that city's gonna smell after this. I don't want to see that water.
Do you think Bubbleman's into water sports?
Stop!
Ugh. I want you to, looking at that picture, given that these are skyscrapers and at least a couple of floors are covered already, I want you to imagine just waking up one day, looking out your fucking window, and just seeing a turd float past you.
I mean,
You know
yeah,
it
I live
smell
in New
crazy in
York.
there. Oh my god. I think the funny thing is that water is pouring out of what appears to be the third or fourth floor in that building. When if water was like flowing that high up, that building probably would shatter from the pressure. But
Yeah.
that's cool. Anyways, so Lan gets a beep from Mega Man saying, "Hey, Agent Lan, you got net police shit to do." And Lan's like, "Hey, it's supposed to be secret." And we get this really good bit. I don't know if this is how it goes in the Japanese version, but Lan is talking to Mr. Famous. And Lan says, like, Famous says, Agent Lan, come in. And Lan's like, Mr. Famous. And Famous says, just Famous is fine. You don't got to call me Mr., the usual shtick. And then Lan says, so is Famous your agent name? And Agent says, no, that's the name my mother gave me.
Yeah,
My
it's
mom
kind of
decided
the
that my name
reverse.
should be Famous.
It's
So
kind
she
of the reverse
literally
in the
named me
Japanese
Famous.
version, because Lan calls Mr. Famous. I think it's like Agent M or fucking whatever like that. And he's like, no, we're not doing that. Cut that out.
Okay. I think the dub thing there is actually pretty funny.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
was a
pretty
good line. But then it continues. Famous is like, okay, Lan, I need you to get to the waterworks. And Lan says, I'm already here though. And then Famous says, oh, you're as good as they say.
And in the Japanese version, it's okay, cool. We need to go here. Oh, I'm already here. Why? School trip. Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
oh, there could be casualties. Oh crap.
Again, I think the dub in this season,
They're having way
like,
more fun with it.
they're having way more fun with it, which is great. So Lan starts to make his way underneath the main computer, and he gets stopped by some combat bots, but Lan shows his Net Saver badge, and the bots are like, oh, excuse me, sir. Sorry, sir. I'll suck your dick, sir. Please go right ahead, and lets him through.
Wait, do they actually talk in the dub?
Yeah, they do. The bots
cool.
are like, stop. Yeah, they're like, stop, identify yourself, and Mega Man's like, show your badge, and then the bots are like, excuse me, sir. Sorry for bothering you. Please go through.
Yeah, they're silent this up.
That's fucking funny. So he gets in, he jacks Mega Man in. Mega Man's trying to figure out what's going on. He sees like these aquatic bots attacking the core. And then we're introduced to Bubble Man. And I put in my notes, let me read them verbatim here. Oh, fuck my ass. I hate Bubble Man's voice so goddamn much. I really hate this. Oh my god, I'm about to mute the stream.
Dude, you're not. At least you're not watching the fucking Japanese version where he ends all of his sentences with "buku."
That's okay. That's pretty bad. But to be fair, Bubbleman in the dub ends all of his sentences with blub, so it's pretty
Blub.
bad. Blub.
Yeah, but he has the buff of the dub like lines, so sometimes he will unintentionally be funny.
So here are the puns. Bubbleman and Megaman start fighting, and here are the puns. Fear my bubbles. That's not a pun. That's just something he says. You burst my bubble. That is a pun. Soon, Mega Man, you will be going down the drain. That's also a pun because he's water based, so he's trying to, yeah. I hate Bubble Man so much. I actually really like. Of all the Mega Man villains we've seen, including complete jobbers like Airman, who showed up for maybe 2 episodes. I don't even remember. And
One
was
episode, and the
killed.
second episode, he immediately dies.
Yeah, that's right. I think Bubble Man is my most hated enemy right now. I hate him. So,
Get used
anyways,
to
they. You honestly shouldn't have told me that.
him.
'Cause
No,
now
I
I don't
have
want
to let you know.
So the orbital cannon drops another D area in the space or whatever, and you know, because Bubble Man comes to the real world, and Lan's like, "Oh no, I got to stop Bubble Man." So Lan immediately activates cross fusion. Mega Man tries to stop him for 2 reasons. One, Mega Man's busy fighting enemies in the core, and 2, Lan forgot to load battle chips again because
Oh,
he's really impatient.
That's such a good weakness for cross fusion.
It is. It's a really good weakness. So Lan activates cross fusion, ripping Mega Man out of the area he was defending, and not loading battle chips, so he only has Mega Buster. Guess what? He fucking loses. Like, bad. Bubble Man kicks his ass. Because Lan, again, in like a rush to try and defeat Bubble Man, shoots the bubbles that Bubble Man shoots. And if you played the video games, you know you don't
There's a
want to
thing
poke the
inside.
bubble. There's a thing inside, and that's bad. So he gets his ass kicked. Then Bubble Man says, "Haha, I'm off to create fear, panic, and bubbly chaos." And Lan is having like an argument with Mega Man because, they're not in sync. They're like bickering still.
I'll give it this. He does get a good idea of, oh, hey, if I destroy the dimensional area thing, Bubbleman will get forced back to the cyber world, and Mega Man can just kill him.
Yeah, that is a good idea, but Lan doesn't have the strength to do that. Excuse me. And also, we start to notice that his like Mega Man armor is starting to deteriorate. Not from damage, but it's just going.
Yeah, it's just vaporizing slowly.
Yeah. So he's getting his ass kicked. He yells "stop," and Bubbleman says, "I don't want to," which is that's a good response. I like that.
Honestly,
And
one of the best villain responses you could get.
Yeah.
Stop. I don't wanna. Fuck
Nah,
you.
I'm good.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
Shit, what do we do now?
And then here again, quote, "Glub, glub, glubbies, let's fill all the toilets and tubbies."
God, I want him dead.
I hate this fucking guy. I hate him so bad. So Lan's a fucking moron. He doesn't listen, and he loses cross fusion because he's ignoring Mega Man. But they don't realize that's what's happening. So Lan tries to square up with a Net Navi by himself, which is funny but ineffective. Like, Bubble Man literally just throws him to one side. But Lan keeps, persisting and throwing, like, holding the valve to prevent Bubble Man from opening it, then jamming a pipe in there to prevent Bubble Man from opening it. So he's doing like a lot to slow him down, and he's doing it to protect his friends and to give Mega Man more time to try and figure out why cross fusion isn't working, which allows him to realize the power of friendship and allows him to activate cross fusion again. And he does so loading, I guess, battle chips beforehand. I don't remember if we see the cutscene where he does this, but
when he tries to load them up, when he tries to do cross fusion again, he does load them up. But the problem is, because I'm writing down the chips, those chips don't match up at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's a Meteor 9, there's some mini bombs, I think he also slotted in, let me check. Okay, the list. Meteor 9, mini bomb, Aqua Tower. I think that's all he has there.
Hold up. What fucking moron loads up Aqua Tower against the water Navi?
Lan, apparently.
Lan. So he loads up those chips, but they don't get used. So I guess they just popped out off screen.
Well, my question is because when he activates cross fusion, again, it's like an automatic activation because Mega Man's doing it to protect Lan. Lan Mega Man uses Electro Sword against Bubble Man. When did he load that?
We do not see it get loaded in. It is not in that
Good.
chipset. It's just
Good.
there.
Good stuff. Happy to hear that. Anyways, they beat Bubble Man. Don't delete him, but they do like kick him out. And Waterworks is saved. End of episode. Woohoo. And now it's time.
Ah, dude, episode 4. What's the name of this one?
Episodes 4. Okay, episode 4 is named Soul Unison, or if you're watching the dub, it's called Double Soul, baby. That's me. That's my name. My name's Double Soul.
Oh, get a new bit.
That's it. That's it. I'm carpet bombing the US. It's over. I'm tired.
Thank God,
tired
finally.
of you people.
Oh, you heard him, NSA. Get him.
You know what would be real bad is if in like a few days government agents show up to my house. They're like,
I'm sorry, Mr. Double Soul. We're deporting you.
"Aw,
Oh, dude.
Say goodbye to your Asian wife, Mr. Libertarian guy.
I'm gonna kill you so bad. Shut up."
No, it's fine. I'm seeing in chat we have a Bio Roxas. For him, I think we should recap the Bubble Man episode again.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. So there was this.
We know he's a big fan of people named Bubble Man.
Yeah, there was this enemy Bubble Man. Oh, he says the line. Where is it? Glub glub glubbies. Let's fill all the toilets and tubbies.
Ugh.
Oh, well, we drove away a viewer. That's unfortunate. Okay, so episode 4 is Double Soul or Soul Unison. Okay, so the episode opens up with electricity ravaging the city. Like lights are like overpowering and then blowing up. An overload, essentially. We cut to Lan in the classroom, and he says, Miss Mari says, in the dub at least, in creative writing, if an idea seems silly, you should still write it down. And that's actually good advice. I know they were just doing a bit, but for creative writing, you literally write, for me at least, my writing process is I write everything down and then, start to like sift through the ideas in that regard. So anyways, the lights like super heat or whatever due to being overloaded. And Miss Mari says,
those
okay.
don't immediately bust because it's a school. They're cheap as shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, those are like the 99-cent Lowe's overhead lights or whatever. So Miss Mari leads everybody outside. Lan gets a ping saying, "Hey, the net police need you." Mail notices that Lan is acting weird. So we see this sequence where Lan is talking to the net police and Mail is solid snaking her way around to listen in on Lan, which is funny. So Mail discovers Lan's secret and wants to know like what's going on. Let me help this, so on. And in the dub, at least,
out of that.
Oh yeah, put them up. You get some good faces in this episode. And yeah, that's good. I like that. Wait, what the fuck happened to his leg? Dude,
Yeah,
you
don't worry
see
about
that? No,
Oh god,
you
I
see
didn't even.
that?
Oh, I'm looking at it now. It's just bending. It's just bending weird.
His torso is 180 degrees the opposite direction from his waist and legs. What the fuck? It's bending so he's gone.
It's fine. It's all good. It's fixed.
So Lan runs away from Mail saying, in the dub, this is the line he says, "Girls ask too many questions, bye." And I'm like,
All right.
yeah, those girls asking those questions, like, why are you talking to the net police on your phone?
I think in the Japanese version, he just says bye, and that's it.
Girls do be shopping, I guess. The fuck? How many years do you think we've been friends for? Actually, that's a good question now that I'm reading that frame, because that wasn't in the dub, but That's a really good question, Mail. How old are you and Lan again? You're like 12.
11, 12, around there.
Perpetually 11 or 12 until the post comic or whatever that came out with the announcement of Legacy Collection, where you see like Lan as an adult and Mail as an adult. Did you read that comic?
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
pretty good.
that was a good comic. Yeah, it was a pretty good comic. I liked it. Anyways, so Lan finds a street lamp. Mega Man does a scan, and Mega Man has like cool eyes while he's doing the scan. Like I thought about like getting a screen cap of that and making that an avatar or something, because it's pretty cool. And then he discovers the source of it, and he sends in Mega Man to fight a new enemy. Now, we're not told his name right away, but his name is Flashman. This is Flashman.
Oh man, first 3 episodes have BN3 bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like this
And it's
was
also
made
the
after.
first 3 BN3 bosses.
A little out of order, but yeah.
Now, the puns that Flashman makes in the English version are...
Oh no, he puns?
Oh yeah, he puns.
Oh no.
Oh God.
So, Mega Man attacks Flashman, and Flashman says, "You're not too bright, are you?" And then fights him. And Mega Man tries to use wide sword or long. It was long sword. Tries to use long sword, and Flashman literally stops it with one hand in a barrier, and says, "Lighten up, little man."
Aww.
It sucked so bad. Flashman uses his attack, his little like line attack. I forget what it's called. He calls it like Flash Spark or something in the dub.
In
Where he
Japanese
sends-
version, I think it is just Neon Light, because that is the one thing he spams
Oh no, it's
over and
called.
over again.
I'm sorry. In the dub, it's called Neon Light as well. My bad. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. So he uses Neon Light and he sends one to attack Mega Man from behind. Lan uses cannon, but not the cannon that you know and love from the games.
Yeah,
he
no,
uses
it summons the virus instead.
Yeah, which is not how that works, but yeah, he summons the cannon virus to blow up the neon whatever to save Mega Man. Roll appears because Mail was again following Lan and tries to attack and help Mega Man, but ends up needing to get saved by Mega Man. So Roll uses Aqua Tower, and Flashman completely no cells Aqua Tower. It literally washes over him, and he doesn't do.
He electrically charges, and it just instead hits Mega Man and just knocks him the fuck out.
Yeah, like you got some Three Stooges shit going on here, where Roll is literally doing more damage to Mega Man than Flashman at this point. So they lost bad, and so Lan and Mail like pull them out and run away. Flashman reports to Shademan. Shademan's like, "Yes, you did good," and gives Flashman a dark chip. And Flashman's like, "Yeah, I'm the greatest." But in the dub, I need to stress, as he's loading in, like as he's waiting for Shademan to load in, he says, "Man, this place could use a light bulb or two." When he's talking about Shademan's palace. He sucks so bad. So Mega Man got hurt or whatever, and Dr. Hikari's trying to repair Mega Man and discovers like some strange data that he's not sure what it is. And then the lighting in the lab starts to overload because again, Flashman is literally like taking the city's power grid down.
And as for the Japanese version, the whole extra data thing he found, he actually elaborates on a little bit and says it's a result of cross fusion. But he doesn't know how to properly access it yet.
That was in the dub too, yeah. Like that's what Dr. Hikari said. He found strange data. He thinks it's part of cross fusion, but he can't analyze it. It's going to take some time. So yeah, that's good. So the lab's lights are getting overloaded, and we discover that if the power shuts down while Mega Man is still being repaired, Mega Man's data gets lost.
It wouldn't be the first time.
So it wouldn't be the first time, but be bad
rack
right
up his
now.
death count to like 2. Wait, no, 3.
3, yeah, I was about to say 3. So Mail says, okay, we're gonna go slow Flashman down while you get the repairs done. So Mail sends Roll in to delay Flashman. Now we jump cut back to Dintech City where we see Rush just walking, and as the lights are getting overloaded, he panics and then whips out some shades.
But I got that frame.
And then the lights overload to the point where they shatter his shades, which I don't get how that works. So, but that's how. Yeah, that's a good image though. That's a good still. I like that. Dude, he looks so hard.
In action hero mode.
Yeah, he looks hard as fuck. Oh my god, look at
Those
him.
glasses really good. Oh, come on, go away, Windows Defender.
Okay, so Flashman, one thing I didn't put, you guys really should go back and watch the dub version of Flashman, because I put in my notes, Flashman is he's a little sassy. He's a little sassy gay boy. He's like, you're in my way.
See, you say that,
a little fruity.
And it just makes me think of Flashman being the femme gay.
Right?
It's like, you guys are in my way.
That's kind of, yeah. And it also reminds me of Hydane's old Flashman song, if you remember that. I know I'm old, like internet old, but...
Oh my god, Rockman, get the fuck out of my way. Jesus.
It's...
Boy?
Yeah, he's not quite that overt with it, but yeah,
I'm gonna hit you with my flashlight attack.
You need to stop.
Starts
okay.
blasting out rainbow colored light.
Dude. So Roll gets the shit kicked out of her. But Mega Man's back. Thankfully,
Flashman would be real popular at a gay rave.
Oh, and the rave lights going off of his shoulder pads and his head. Oh shit! Wait, no, that goes hard. Actually, wait a minute.
That goes real hard. Actually, that's kind of sick.
Holy shit! Wait, gay Flashman might go hard.
You're right. It might get hard.
Wait a minute.
What? Okay, so Roll gets the shit kicked out of her. Mega Man, but bought enough time for Mega Man to get repaired. Mega Man attacks with Bamboo Sword and actually starts to win. But then, Flashman activates his Dark Chip. Now, in the dub version, I can't do his voice, but I'm going to try. He's like, yeah, it's amazing. And it sounds like he's getting his schnit schnorped. You know what I mean? Like he's getting schlocked. Schlurped. Like in the dub version, it sounds like he's getting head. Like it sounds like he's just fucking going at it.
Yeah, in the Japanese version, is just he acts a lot more. With the voice, is just a lot more like wacky.
More wacky.
Yeah, like you know how the stereotypical like evil, edgy Virgil person.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
How they always just like scream and like they're super excited about fighting.
Yeah.
It's that for Flashman.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So Dark Chip Flashman like snaps the Bamboo Sword in half. Well, makes it disperse, but I mean, if you've ever seen any like, samurai anime or even like old samurai films, when somebody catches a blade with their hands, if they're strong enough, they just snap the blade in half, That's basically what was going on there. And then is basically about to kill Mega Man.
Oh wait, I got a good frame that could work for
like
Flashman.
Traps Mega Man in a torture device of 2 electric pylons that just AoE shock him repeatedly, and is about to blow him the fuck up with. Oh yeah, he's fruity as hell in that frame. Look at him. Would Flashman be a switch?
Nah,
Because
I wanna
because
s-
because
I don't
he's
think he
because
has.
he's no stop trying because he's a light. He's light switch coded. So do you get the joke? Do you get the joke? It's not funny if I have to explain it. Do you get the joke?
I mean, I get it, but like, this bitch is a bottom.
I hate you.
he's a
Anyways.
cruiser.
Okay. So Roll jumps in front of the gay beam or whatever that's about to hit Mega Man to kill him. And because their little like icons touched or aligned or whatever, we get Double Soul. The Double Soul animation is pretty cool. And yeah, the very first like Double Soul you get is Roll Soul. And Roll Soul completely no sells like any attack that Flashman throws at him. Like literally, oh man, look at that twink.
He looks really good with Roll Soul.
He looks really good with fucking Roll Soul. I like the little like arm pad nubs.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely. Oh, the little
the-
nubs are the thing that are on her butt.
Ye-
You know, the little plug thing she has.
So,
Don't you fucking change the subject, you cunt.
so I don't
You know
stare at
exact-
Rolls.
You know exactly.
don't-
What do
I
you mean
don't-
you don't stare at? It was in the episode for like 3 seconds.
It was. Okay. So yeah. All the dark chip attacks are just not working now. And Roll Soul counters with Roll Arrow. Okay. And it hits Flashman so hard that he immediately logs out and can't respond with anything. Like it just he gets Kamehameha. It's gone. He's done.
He's vaporized. He's dead.
Now, I can see. So they leave the cyberspace. Everything's fine, and Mega Man and Lan and Dr. Hikari and Mayo are all talking about what just happened. Now, I can understand how this went in the Japanese version, right? I'm imagining what they said. I didn't watch the Japanese version, but I'm imagining what they said was Mega Man can, it looks like Mega Man can now fuse with his friends and combine their powers to be something stronger. And Lan says something like, kind of like a soul unison, right? That's probably how it went.
No.
No?
You're right about the whole, he can combine with his friends and get stronger, yada yada. But it's Dr. Hikari who names it that. He's like, I'm naming it Soul Unison.
That's interesting. That's really I'm glad you said that because here's what the dub version says.
Oh no.
Mega Man, Dr. Hikari says, Mega Man can fuse with his friends and it looks like they can combine their power to be something stronger. And Lan says, kind of like a double soul. Lan, what would possess you to say something like that?
So we some sort of a suicide squad?
Yeah. I'm so mad right now. Because that's exactly what it is. Lan names it in the dub Double Soul. Why though? You're 12. What the fuck do you know about any of this?
Marketing.
2 souls. 1 family. Trust your heart.
Beyond 2 souls.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's bad. So that's episode 4. Those are our
Makes
episodes.
me very excited for the inevitable Proto Soul because that's always been my favorite.
That episode is so good.
Okay,
most of the Double Soul designs are so fucking good, but like the standouts are fucking Proto Soul and Base Soul. Let's be real.
Okay.
I can't wait till we get the Fire Soul.
Me too, but answer me this. Does Napalm Soul ever show up in the show?
Fuck no.
Man,
the last Soul Unison they use is Gyro Soul, and he gets that shit off screen.
Oh,
I'm so upset.
Hate that, actually.
This sucks, actually.
Guess where the off-screen thing is? Guess what episode? Just throw out a random number.
42.
Wrong! The movie!
I'm so... God damn it. Well...
It's such a goddamn shame that in the actual game where double souls were a thing, we never got base soul. We did
Yeah,
eventually
it
get
sucks
fucking
because like
base
it's
cross
coded
Mega
in the
Man.
game.
Yeah, we did get base cross Mega Man, which is good, but like base soul would have been so cool.
Yeah, because I think it was base soul and duo soul that were coded in the game, but there's like nothing attached to it.
Yeah. God, a duo soul would have gone so
That would have
fucking
been so
hard.
good.
That would have been
I mean,
wild.
it would have been okay, but Napalm Soul is still the best, so it's fine.
I mean, look,
Eat my
Napalm
ass.
Soul doesn't have its own mod card. It doesn't have its own fucking movie.
So? Because they knew that if they made a movie about it, it would go too hard. It would shatter box office expectations. It would outsell Studio Ghibli films. That's how hard it would go.
Nah,
So they-
Napalm Soul can't
Sure, Jam.
can't sell the EXE movie and the Duel Masters movie.
They made a movie of Duel Masters?
Yeah, it's cool. I'm forcing you guys to watch it because it's connected to Battle Network. Get fucked, idiots!
How? There's no way it's connected.
They show up for one scene
So then why are we watching a whole movie for one scene?
just to fuck with you.
I hate you. All right. I gotta go. I got stuff to do. Thank you for watching the podcast. I love you guys.
Wait,
Have a good night,
I
everybody.
gotta go over all of the chips used. So that's gonna be fun.
For
Alright,
those
for
of you
mail-
watching the episode, if you want a libertarian guys with hot Asian wives of double soul to exist, send me $30.
No.
That's
Nobody
the
should.
price on double soul.
No, nobody should pay that. Nobody should pay that amount. Don't do that. That is a bad idea.
$30.
You're like an SMT demon. This is bad and demon negotiation. Don't
If you
pay
make it
30
60, I'll
Maka.
make one of Yukki too.
Oh.
Alright, I'll
Mm.
I am in danger
okay.
for no reason. I am single. I am not a part of this bit.
Do I want to activate the grenade I have in my hand just so the radius covers Yukki as well?
What the fuck?
Double sitting here like, I don't have a job, I don't have income, but $60 to hurt someone.
Yeah. That's a good point.
How about
I don't have money.
no. Yeah, good. Keep that grenade in your pocket.
What if I just paid you 30 to do Yukki instead?
What
If you
I
make
pay
it 90,
you
I'll make a bio one too. He's not even on this podcast anymore. I'll just do it to hurt him.
Yeah, that's man. We got some good ideas rolling around here. I should I should go get a job.
I
All right.
love looking over and immediately seeing a DM on my Discord.
Oh no! Oh no! I think
That's
I know who
good.
it is too. Oh no!
All right.
All right, let's
yeah.
quickly get over this. Mail's ship that she used. It is Aqua Tower, Yo-Yo 1, Tornado, Mini Bomb, and Spreader. And for land, bigger list. Longsword, Yo-Yo 1, Aqua Sword, Black Hole, Cannon, High Cannon, M Cannon, because they were used in a program advance. Area Grab, Panel Out, Guard, Gold Fist, Boomer 1, Wide Sword, and Elect Sword. Shotgun, because technically he called it out, but he didn't slot it in for cross fusion, so I'm counting it. Meteor 9, Mini Bomb, Aqua Tower. The chips inserted when he tried to use cross fusion again, but failed. And finally, Bamboo Sword and technically Roll Soul, because it is now a battle chip.
I think that's like twice as many chips as we saw in the entirety of season 1. And
Oh,
we're
yeah,
4
definitely.
episodes deep. Like that's funny actually.
The second they introduce Shot, I am fucked, because that is going to be a lot more chips. Because he really likes swords.
Mm. Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really? His Navi is known for swords, so the guy that uses swords is famous for using swords. He's going to use swords.
Okay, what
A
if
lot
I
of
told you
swords.
he uses a cannon? Huh? How about that? Huh,
I-
smartass?
Actually,
Huh?
I actually don't believe you. I think that's a lie. You don't need to show me right now, but
We get there when we get there.
we get there when we get there. Okay. Thanks for watching the podcast. Love you guys. We will be back next week or in 2 weeks, whenever we normally do it. For the next 4
figure it out.
episodes. We
get there when we get there.
We get there when we get there, but I want to get there faster so we can get to dot hack. So, you know.
We gotta get through the 2 seasons quicker. Because the quicker we get through dot hack, I get my Arcanimon art.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did want to do Digimon, yeah.
Oh dude, that's
The
a
quicker
fucking
we get through
commitment.
Mega
That's a
Man.
fucking commitment.
Is
The
it?
quicker
How
I get
many?
through Mega Man, the quicker I get paid to make new art.